Sid Cat, hello! Dark Cameron, hello! How are you both doing? Cause I hope it's doing well! And if it's not, I will find you. And I will make it happen well. Arrgh! This is a threat. Oh my god, I did not leave this studio in a good state, did I? Dino! Our park meetup didn't go as planned because of how busy it was. Oh no! What was your park meetup? What was your park meetup going to be? Oh, okay. I must have completely and 100% missed this. I'm really sorry. Dakota Fur, is that you? Is that you with the Discord name Katie? Okay, cool. Can you add Dakota Fur to yourself as a nickname for us? That would be very handy, you know? Oh god, why is my Switch out here? Ah! No! Don't drop it! Oh no. Okay, come on. Just get in the dock. Sit over here, in the dock. Get charged. Doom! Hello! Oh, Doom! Thank you. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for, like, supporting us so much lately, Doom. It's been really nice to have you here. Aww. Be nice to have virtual company. Arastogo! Ototota! Hey, Ototota, how are you doing? It's been a little while. Right, okay, I think... Present. Right, okay, right. First I have to apologize. First off, I have to apologize. Hey, everyone. I'm good. Today I made homemade Reese's Puffs because I can't really find Reese's in my car. I don't know what Reese's Puffs are. So, hey, everyone, first I have to apologize. This is the state of my desk right now. Because I got up this morning with the best of intentions, as one does, intending to put some time into, well, this morning I got up nice and early so I could clean out and get these injection silicone molds ready and nice and shiny for our making our bobs and beans. Also, we're going to do some wolf stuff, you know, because we did start a wolf head on Katie. Dylan, hello! We did start this wolf face on Katie the other day, and I did promise we would open this at the start of this stream. So any of you who are here at the end of Friday's stream, will get to see the head coming out of here. So you get that continuation. So you kind of get rewarded for being here, like, consistently, right? That's viewer engagement. And that's the Armoured Brownies way. Tiffin. Make a Tiffin difference. Lego Creator, hello. Also, Dylan Blue, how are you? I'm a save up. What are you saving up for? Lego Creator, how are you? I'm really good, thank you. Also, can I? Oh, Lego. Let's see. Lego Creator, can they make it? Lego Creator, it's literally in their name. Lego Creator, welcome to the Lego Creator, our great channel. Lego Creator, everyone welcome. Lego Creator, our newest follower. Mwah. Lego Creator, it is beautiful and wonderful and magnanimous to have you here. I don't know why I said magnanimous, I just wanted to add a third word. It is beautiful and creative and third word for you to be here. So, who was here when we put together this wolf base? This, disturbingly comfy. Like, Golden Grayscale, thanks for the mini hosto, friendo. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this fursuit head might be the comfiest thing I have ever made. It is insane. Right, we're going to get another casting one of them out in a sec, and then we're going to do some injection cast silicone. Whoop whoop. Also. Oh, dot. Lego Creations. Dot. Also, I teased you yesterday that I might have a stream-related announcement today. Yeah. I have a stream-related announcement today, peeps. That's right, says Versed Cat. Stream-related announcement. Some sort of big news. It's moderate news. It's moderate news, you know. It's a varying level of news. It is good news. We are now members. We are now members of Wild Abandon. We are in the Wild Abandon team. Whoop whoop! The invite finally came through. So there is a chance, just a chance. Like when we got onto Furries on Twitch, we saw a big spike in our viewership, and then when Furries on Twitch died, we saw a big lessening of our viewership. In theory, there's a good chance we will start to see our channel grow once again, because at the moment, I'm of the opinion we capture everyone that is capable to capture who casually browse the makers and crafters section. And of course, Twitch recommends. However, expanding our purview using something like Wild Abandon, which is primarily primarily a gaming space, this will show people that there are fursuit makers and furry crafters on Twitch that they wouldn't have otherwise known about. So we're going to be capturing furries from different parts of Twitch and bringing them into the creator sphere, and then from there we should be able to expand those outwards to help other makers and crafters in the community who might not get the audience we get. That's not to say we get a big audience, because we don't. But yeah, so I was going to have this chocolate trifle before I started the stream today, wasn't I? But then I didn't. And where's my spoon gone? Oh, did I just throw my spoon away by accident? I might have thrown my spoon away by accident. Uh-oh. Anyway! Earpock! Hello! Welcome! Refueling and hydration. Yeah, so, today has been a bit of a rush around. Yeah, I'm not digging through that bin to find a single teaspoon. Today's been a bit of a rush. Bit of a rush around, peeps. As I needed to get some more miniatures paints. And so I was like, you know what? But the interaction is amazing. It's super. Yeah, it's great. Tongue spoon. My tongue's not that long. I have a fork, so I'm going to eat it with a fork. So I get on my bike. And I try to start it. And does my bike start? My bike don't start. My bike don't start. I have a friend who's, it's a big thing. Lizzie, hello. So my motorbike won't start because my partner insisted on hooking it up to this battery charger that rebalanced the whole, rebalanced the battery thing. And ever since it's done that rebalancing, my bike's battery will not hold a charge for more than a week. So beforehand, I could leave it for months and it would start without any questions. Now it's been screwed up. Derpy Frags, hello! However, let's just put this here, shall we? However, Derpy Frags, hey, how are you doing? However, so I'm like, oh no, my motorbike won't start. God damn it! Mast is in Furries on Twitch as well. So I hook it back up to the charger and I borrow my husband's bike. And so I take all my stuff out of my I take all my stuff out of my bike, I put it into his bike, and I ride off. I ride off into town because I'm going to the Games Workshop store to buy paints. I get there, I park up, I take all my gear off, put it in the back, and I'm about to head off, and wait, I don't have my mask. I'm looking around, basically no one's wearing masks going to a shop. But hell am I going to be that type of person who's going into retail stores not wearing a mask. So I have to get back on my bike, I have to get back on my husband's bike and ride home. But as I drive back, I drive past the Games Workshop store, and and they're closed anyway. So I get home, grab my mask. Yep, I've got a face mask with otters on, and I grab that and I head out to an independent games store. I go down there, buy everything I need, and then on the way back I have to fill his bike up. But his bike is like 10 years newer than mine, so completely filling his motorbike. Bearing in mind his motorbike gets the same mileage that my motorbike. My motorbike takes £20 to fill it. His motorbike takes 10 and gets the exact same mileage and is a bigger engine. Anyway, so then I get back, I've got all the paints because my husband wanted some paints. Whilst I was there, I picked up a bunch more paints for me because I'm trying to get all of my 40k painted before I buy some more of it. I came to learn. I'm watching Animodel Painter. Just picked up a ton of supplies. Yeah, I picked up some stuff today. In fact, I got a dreadnought. I got a handle for holding dreadnoughts and large base miniatures because I have a lot of PAW battle suits. Nom, nom, nom. Right, I'm gonna eat this. I wish I could enjoy myself with mending. I know, right? Actually, Lizzie, would you prefer mending or unbreaking? More logo ideas and an idea for the actual mixer. Oh, that's great! Oh, cool. What did you pick up, Derpy Frags? Also, what miniatures are you painting? Ah!
Rains from above.
Go, Jerry! Go, Jerry! Thank you! Ow. Ow. Kojiri is my friend from university. I mean, I have a ton of Star Wars Funkos and an IKEA cube shelf, and I'm creating dioramas within each cube. That's really cool. So today, I don't actually indulge in caffeine-energy that often anymore. However, I picked up foam modelling painting just tons. Cool. However, today we're indulging in a little bit of caffeine-energy because today I just want it to be super extra, super lovely, because this is our first day in Furries on Twitch, and there were some technical difficulties, hence why I'm a little bit late into the first round of applications. I'm a little bit late into the first round of acceptance applications because there were some technical difficulties around my application. So I'm here to I'm always like this, aren't I, everyone? Right, how are you all doing? I love this so much. Welcome, peeps. Right, I'm just going to show you what this looks. Wild Abandon, not Furries on Twitch. Yeah, Wild Abandon, no, Furries on Twitch kind of crash and burned. I need to actually talk to Space Mew about that. But yeah, so let's just... this thing's so comfy! Versed Cat, you cannot make your own team. You need to be a Twitch partner to make a team. Oh yeah. There we go. So yeah, this is our first wolf head base. This is our first wolf head base out of our wolf head mold. And ow, got something in my eye. But I just created a Discord team. Yeah. But before we move on to doing our silicon PAWS and beans, I did promise y'all we were going to demold. In fact, what I'm probably going to do today is I'm probably going to spend some time fixing up these molds, just getting them ready to do some injection silicon, and we're going to make ourselves another wolf base. So yeah, let's open this mold, shall we, peeps? Oh, come on, there we go, right. Hey, let's open this mold. What do you think's inside here? Guys, whatever could be in here. Let's get this off the head first, shall we? I'm scared and excited. Bow, wow, bow, 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 bow. Right. Come on, we've first got to get this off Katie. Come on, Katie, let go. For any of you who doesn't know, this head that we've got here, their name is Katie. And I want to get it off here without ripping. Oh, okay, I see. It's got a little bit stuck where there's been some overfill. Give me 1 second. I have a pair of specialist tools for this. A miniature crowbar. We're loading Monsoon! Hey,
Congrats on joining Wild Abandon, Tiffin.
Thank you. I'm probably going to, if our injection molded squidgy bean things work, I'm going to do a competition tomorrow. If they work, I'm going to do a competition tomorrow, and I will give one of them away, or maybe I'll give a set of them away to like 3 different people or something. You know, it'll be cool. I'll get to do something, right? Anyway, Winona Monsoon, thank you for your eternal support. It seems unending. Splashan! I'm on a trip right now. There's nothing to do, so I'm here. Oh, where are you? Where are you then? Aw. Instead of what? Our squishy paws and beans. These are little fidget toys. How are you even stuck? I don't get this. Okay, there we go. Woo! Derpy frags! Let's see. My little derpy frags, my derpy frags. Thanks for following our This thing's a bit old now, it's fine. Oh, that's where... Oh, wow, there's a pin inside it. It's fine. I can fix this. It's fine. Yeah, don't mess with the otter. I'm so sorry, Katie. Katie, if we ever get a second one, I will name it Katie 2. Oh my god. Yeah, accidental hench rip. If you think that's impressive, you should see what I can do with a phone book. Yeah, if I ever do a panel at a convention, it's just gonna be me ripping fursuits in half. It's like, oh yeah, shunk. Oh yeah. I don't know why this is stuck on their head. Ah! Oh my god. Cult time. What? What's cult time? Katie is strong. Apparently Katie's not strong enough. Hulking out a fursuit sounds awesome but expensive. Yeah. I mean, I have the benefit that I have the benefit that I actually can, in theory, I am able to do dumb things in fursuits that other people might not be able to because I'm the person that makes my fursuit. Because I'm the person that makes my fursuit, so I can repair my fursuit well enough. What are the three cults? We've got Worm Cult. Versus! No! Oh, okay, there we go. Right. Okay. Oh, I see what happened. A load of it got... Oh, no. That's really bad for me. Worm Cult, Bots Cult, and Button Cult. Oh, wow. A load of it got inside the plastic bag. That's bad. On the road again. Oh, see you. That means I won't be able to sculpt on this until I clean this all off, and this stuff doesn't come off. That's also going to mean the inside of this is not going to fit as well, in theory. Right. I'm going to have to do something about this. And I'm going to have to make sure I get some stuff sold so I can actually buy a new one of these. Oh, no. Oh dear. Oh, dear. to me, to you, to me, to you. Do you model with polymer clay by chance? No. I sculpt with, or mainly no, I sculpt with monster clay and wet. I sculpt with monster clay and wet clay. Woo! Loki the heretic! Heretics? That's heresy. Loki the heretic. Loki, wanted by the Imperium. They've joined us to our channel now. They've followed us and bringing heresy here. Right. Hey! Tiffin, what's your favourite word? My favourite word is obstreperous. So, wed clay is a water-based clay which has a couple of stabilizers in it to mean that the surface is finer. The surface is finer and it dries out slower. And it was actually developed for Walter E. Disney for sculpting animatronics for sculpting characters back in the early days of the Disney parks. But it's an industry standard for doing big organic sculpts because it's relatively cheap and you can get lots of detail in it. Monster clay is an oil and wax based clay, so it's not water soluble and it gets very tough, and it gets very tough when it's cold. So you can get a function, you can get so much. Oh, Blue Feather, hello! So you can get so much detail in monster clay, and because it's really tough when it's cold, it means that it's actually quite a survivable stuff to mold and cast. It's also reusable, which water-based clay can only be used a certain amount of times. So yeah. The two big differences in types of clay are water-based clay and oil and like wax-based clay or oil-based clay. Using clays to create detailed dioramas like rocks. This is sculpting for molding. This is sculpting for molding and casting. Sculpting where the thing you are physically sculpting right then is the finished object is a different thing. Is a different medium, as it were. If you're sculpting where the thing you're sculpting right then is used for if you're sculpting like bases for things and you're sculpting directly onto the thing, that's when you want to use like epoxy. That's when you want to use like epoxy, two-part epoxy things, or even Sculpey, which is like Fimo but much finer. And you bake it and it gets hard. Dead Knight, hello. But yeah, Derpy, I do stuff for TV and film and theatre, and I have a lot of experience with. I have a lot of experience making in many different mediums. So if you have any questions, remember. As a sea otter, I'm here to hold your hand so you don't float away with the enormity of whatever you're trying to achieve. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I'll get to do a, if these injection silicone molds work nicely. But yeah, I'm here so you don't get overwhelmed and float away with the enormity of whatever it is you're trying to achieve, because I've been there, Derpy. I've made a lot of things. I make and have made a lot of things, and if I don't have any experience with it, I bet dollars to donuts. There's one for you Americans out there. I bet dollars to donuts I know people that do whatever you're asking professionally. I come from a drawing background to a completely new realm. Oh, Derpy! That's cool, because I can't draw for toffee beans. Okay, so every part of this is loose now, apart from the little overhang or undercut. The little underhang. I can't draw, but I still do. Versus, that is the best way to do it because the only way to be someone who can draw is to start off as being someone who can't draw and just doing it over and over. And eventually, you'll become less of the person that can't draw and more of the person that can draw. Because remember, I wasn't born being able to make things like this. That has come out so very, very well. So this, I am very happy with how this head comes out, and this is going to be Mr. Sheen's head. This is actually the first. This is actually the first commission fursuit thing to come out of a mold for me to work for someone. If you don't count the beans and the nose in the, if you don't count the pre-mades I've done that people have bought before the pre-mades have been finished, or people have committed to buying before the pre-mades have been finished. If that makes sense. Because I have sold some of my pre-mades. Haven't shipped them yet, but I have sold them. Have fun lurking. You go work on those adoptables. You go create more characters that need homes. Wait, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, Derpy Frags. If you jump in our Discord server, Discord is the best way to get in contact with me. One of them's going to be an otter. So yeah, Discord is the single best way to get in contact with me. However, I do also stream every single day of the week. So dropping me a PM or just dropping a question into Discord, I'll pick that up when I can. However, coming and just joining us on stream sometime also isn't a terrible idea, because I can like talk about things. Maybe I can grab examples off the shelves. I've made this, that, and the other. But yeah, they're all different mediums, right? I mean, hell, I can do voice calls, I guess, on Discord. But yeah, I'm here to help. I am here. I'm here to help people. Getting stuff done right now. Bare feet. Yeah, and I've told you, I put a reward. I've put a channel point reward to get me to wear shoes inside my studio. I don't like wearing shoes. I'll be broadcasting my adventure as well. The learning. Oh! Yeah, perfect. I mean, Derpy Fangs, I'm still personally new to fursuit making. I've only been making fursuits for about 4 months now. But I have also jumped so headlong into making them that I've like produced 8. I've produced 8 partials in the past. What did you do prior? As I say, I work in the film industry, film, TV, and advertising industry, making props and products for like theatre and TV shows and such. On a freelance basis. So, I'm a freelance artist. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. But yeah, so I have a lot of skills I've brought with me from other industries into fursuit making that will hopefully mean I can do some interesting different things. Shares your link in places. Cool. So do you take commissions? I will be. But since I'm still so new, I'm a touch hesitant to do full open commissions just yet, because I don't know how my fursuit's turning out yet. I want to make sure lots of people are happy with. I want to make sure people are happy with because I've got a couple of early customers who I want to make sure they are happy with the suits and the things they get off me. Like to have a stormtrooper helmet purely for display. Oh, I mean, can't you just buy those? I mean, admittedly, if you just wanted one for display, I'll just chuck it on the. If you do commissions, I will commission you because I'm a big fan. That's fair. I'm tempted to put up a pre-registration form for people to submit potential commissions to me for when I start. So I have a nice broad range of commissions to pick from when I open. So I can make sure I'm doing stuff that I'm comfortable with, and I'm comfortable I can do well for people, and also keep me employed, I guess. But yeah, Derpy Fangs, if you type !Tiffin suit, you will find my very first Tiffin. You'll find my very first fursuit, my very first full fursuit I made. Also, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see me using it. Running around in a field, pretending to be Animal Crossing. It's a bit rough. Either you get super cheap junk, or they're literally they are literal props that cost $1,000. Oh, okay. I mean, if you wanted me to make a stormtrooper helmet, I would just 3D print something and then do some nice finishing work on it. That's how I'd go about it. But yeah, if you like me and my content, you should check out my YouTube channel. Filament is expensive if you want the good stuff. It's like 20 quid a kilogram. If you do commissions, I'll become a big fan, but I have no money to commission yet. Not yet. I mean, that's fair. I mean, if you're a big fan, you can still support me, Versid. I will be starting a Patreon this month. Actually, I will probably be announcing my Patreon I'll probably be announcing my Patreon tomorrow. I mean, technically it's already live, but I haven't announced it or anything. But I also, did you see my DM? No, I don't see any DMs. I mean, maybe? When did you send it? Yes, I saw that.
Check this out.
I think the most likely outcome of that lawsuit is that Patreon relocates itself to Ireland in the same way that Google has some big tax written off offices in Ireland. I mean, what if it does? Then I use a different medium. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, so what? They lost a lawsuit because America wants Nazis to have a platform. That's not their fault. We could be legends. Patreon has done some really dumb things. I have the best idea. Strawberry otter. Oh my god. A straw butter. Angle otter. Oh my god, yeah. Right, let's just, what I want is to cut this open a little bit, and then we're going to work on our molds a bit. Now, I'm not good at making backgrounds. Okay. Okay, right. How does this feel? Oh god, this is so comfy! Oh my god, all fursuits should be made like this. Wonderful. Right, shall we? Did I not bring my Milliput in? I might be an idiot. Oh no, I've got other stuff. Right. Let's have a look. Bwep the dragon! Oh yeah, golden grayscale. I'm gonna bwep the dragon. Oh, also, Derpy Fangs. This was the last partial we created on stream. What? And this was sculpted, molded, cast, painted, mounted, and all of that, all on stream, start to finish. So if that's the sort of stuff you want to learn how to do, you're in the right place, friend. Ah, first it's expensive to make, like all the stuff, the clay and everything. Versus, yep. Ah, Karen took the kids. What? I mean, it depends. It depends. Like, fursuits, well, most fursuits don't involve clay. Most fursuits involve foam, fur, glue, scissors, knives, and some underclothing. Wow. But of course, if you use cheap, foam is cheap. The two most expensive, the two vastly, hugely most expensive parts. Crunchy, hello! The two most vastly expensive parts of fursuit making are the fur and your time. Those are the two bits which make fursuits expensive, and the time part of that equation, and the time part of that equation will make the fur cost pale in comparison. Because because you need probably between 4 and 30. Cute small bean! Hey! You probably need between 5 and 10, or 4 and 10 meters of fur for a full fursuit, depending on color scheme, depending on how many colors, depending on this, that, and the other, and depending on the quality of the fur. Like, the fur can vary. Fur can vary between the cheapest I think you'll ever want to put into a nice fursuit is about £25 a meter. About £25 a meter, maybe 20. £15 a meter, you're starting to get into the fun fur and very cheap fur style, very cheap fur amount, the very cheap furs. So I would say the minimum you want to spend is about £20 a meter. At £15 a meter, you're getting very, very short pile fur. You might get high quality fur, but you're getting very short pile fur. But you're also getting, mine would probably suck. I mean, yeah, it would do. Your first fursuit will suck. But then your second fursuit will be slightly better. Your third fursuit will be slightly better still. Your fourth or fifth fursuit might be pretty damn good. But then again, there's also other things you can do to mitigate risk. If you go on Etsy, so there's things you can do to mitigate the risk and the costs involved in making a fursuit. There are things like you can buy patterns online from people who have already done all of the experimentation, and they will sell you a pattern. Look what I sent you in your DM. I will see. Oh, it's a horse. Well done, Katie. Dakota Fur. Thank you. That's all. That's really cool. Did you draw that from reference, or did you draw that from memory? Or like, is this you doing like anatomy drawing and such? But yeah, you can. There are certain things as a new fursuit maker you can do to mitigate your risks. Because risk mitigating is such an important part of the process. Wait, Versid, are you telling me you don't have the internet over there? Because if you're telling me you don't have the internet over there and can't order things online, if you're telling me you don't have the internet, I might think you're lying, because nothing I'm using right now was bought from a retail store. Basically nothing I have in the studio is bought in a retail store because like it's all really like specialist stuff. Shiny Angel! Wow, it's been a while since you've dropped by. Hope you've been having fun, friend. Welcome back. How are you doing? Evil, cute, small bean. Cute small bean, I hope you liked that. I might have actually ruined this. I do need another one of these. I'm only allowed to buy from physical stores. Well, Versid, then what I might have to say is you might not be able to make fursuits then until you are older, or until your parents get less controlling of you. I'll be traumatized by this my whole life. For Natta! Hey Natta, how are you doing? Being obsessed with fan fiction is a bad thing. I'm reading most, yeah. Because whilst I have never been to a fabric retail store that sells good quality fur. I've never been to a fabric retail store that sells fur I would want to use in a fursuit. Does that mean you can't? No, it doesn't. It just means you're paying a premium because high street retail stores tend to be more expensive than online stores. So you're paying a premium to get a slightly worse, I think. H. Brightspark! Only physical shop I can think of would be 4D Model Shop in London. The fabric shop, I haven't had much. Yeah. And even then, I would just order off 4D Model Shop's website anyway. Also, I wouldn't really order much off 4D Model Shop. They're very expensive. This is annoying. Right, okay. So yeah, I might have ripped, Ballisticuffs! Hey! How are you doing, Ballisticuff? Battery! Hey, Battery! So, let's just put this on here. I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to put it in the background just so guys can see what we've also been working on. But I've been lurking while I do some ISO. I don't know what that is. Oh, ISO, is that something online? Right. Battery! No, battery! How are you? No, battery. How are you doing? Look how happy this head looks! Look at this here. It's not tune. Oh, whoops! I sliced a bit of it over. Look how I love, absolutely adore the expression on this head because it's not tunishly happy, but it is pleasant. It looks like a pleasant character. It's a wolf. It looks like a wolf. Yeah, so Versid, if making fursuits is something you really want to do, work on getting your parents on board and convincing them to allow you to do some online orders. I'm doing great and the head is really happy. Yeah? So what are we doing? What are we doing today? What's the actual plan for today? So, oh, whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I broke it. I don't know you're a furry. What's that got to do with anything? Sport fleece for the mouth, etc. Oh, crunchy! That's lovely! There we go. Right, okay. So what are we diddling with today? We have... These are the molds that we've been making for the last... In fact, we started these on Monday, right? We started these sculpts on Monday. So yeah, so we have our toonie beans. I spent all this morning washing these off before I... Lasted Pizza, hello! So yeah, I spent this morning washing all of these molds out. Washing all of these molds out and getting them all clean and such, ready for doing our injection molding today. And in fact, I should probably take a Dremel to this bit, but let's see if I can't get it off by just going like this. There we go, that's better. Right. Zookeeper! Hey! Welcome! So yeah, so some of these have some quite large bubbles in them that I would like to get rid of before I do an injection mold in them. And we're going to do that using some 2-part epoxy. My hair is so long right now. Aww. Yeah, so we're going to really quickly fill in some of these molds with some epoxy sculpt. This is basically just a finer milliput. So yeah, it's, we don't need a lot. We don't need much at all, in fact. But this is a 1-to-1 mixture, and we will use some sculpting tools for this in a sec. This is a 1-to-1, approximately. I'm not going to weigh it out or anything. So, Zookeeper, how are you doing, friend? Sorry, it's Zoolkeeper. Zoolkeeper. Zool, mother... Zool! Have you heard the word of our Lord and Savior Zool? As in Ghostbusters. Yeah, I got that. So yeah, if we get one of these injection molds done nicely today, I would like to. Versid, I have no idea. If you converted that to Great British pounds, I would be able to give you a good answer. But I am not capable of. I'm not capable of translating costings live on stream for you, I'm afraid, because you're the people who are able to look things up. I'm not. But yeah, so Sundays. I tend not to do big fancy things on Sundays, you know, because Sundays we have a much more it's much more variance in our audience. Oh, Last Pizza! Are you going to drop by? because if you drop by, I will sing you happy birthday. Shiny! Yes, Shiny? What are these bobs for? These are, I'm going to be injecting these, I'm going to be doing silicone injection for these to make squishy key rings or fidget toys or like furry stress balls. Wow! 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 There we go. I'm going to get a little bit of water in a cup. Might want to turn into two. How funny. Aww. So yeah, I'm going to. Oh, cute small bean. That's sad to hear. But I look forward to seeing you again in the future. Sun Cirrus, hello. Yeah, but Shiny Angel. These are going to be the first physical reward for the merch tier, for the physical reward tier of my Patreon. Okay. Oh, 800 quid. What's that for, Versid? But yeah, so Shiny Angel, the best answer is the other answer is these are going to be for for a fursuit. That's for a fursuit. That's really cheap. But yeah, so these are going to be a Patreon reward. Is that for a partial, Versid? Because that's really cheap. Is that second hand? Because like there's a lot of things that go into defining the cost of a fursuit. Because as I said earlier, the biggest expense in fursuit making is time. A fursuit takes a lot of time. So if the person, if I just got home from the caravan, lol. Oh, so if the person making it does not value their time, or is new enough that that their time isn't worth as much as some other creators, then they might sell them for cheaper because they're still learning and you're funding their learning. So you might get a nice deal out of it. However, fursuits are one of the things, like a lot of things, which is kind of you get what you pay for. I guess. No, for a head, tail, and hand paws custom. Okay, no, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's about what I would expect for head, tail, and hand paws. That even might be a little bit on the high side, but it all depends on who you're going with, if that includes shipping or not, and how complicated your design is, and what things you're asking to be included with it. I feel like I'm like jumping around here and like, oh no, that's really cheap. Oh, that's really expensive. Oh no, that's cheap again. Right, very, very careful here. Right, there we go. Right, so there are air bubbles in here that I want to. I'm just filling these air bubbles with a little bit of this epoxy sculpt so that they don't translate into the finished cast. And this epoxy sculpt, once it's set, will be permanent. So I don't have to. This is basically a one-time thing I need to do to improve the mold. Oh, stay hydrated. Will do, Ballistica. For toast head hand paws, I don't remember. I think it was like $6.50. But then I dropped a bunch of it as payment for my emotes and such, didn't I? So we kind of did a quid pro quo thing. Oh yeah, actually, Shiny Angel. I'm gonna be getting a bunch of those emotes printed up as stickers for Patreon. Gotta be real here. Wouldn't go back to the caravan bed. So uncomfortable. No AC. Bad signal. Hardly any shops. Walls looked unstable. Oh, wow. Where were you going, like, in caravanning? There's one for $2,000, which is about $1,000 over there, but it doesn't say if it comes with a full suit or not. Where are you looking? But yeah, so they're going to be like I'm gonna get a bunch of them as stickers for the first 30 days. Within the first 30 days of Patreon, everyone who follows the Patreon above $5 is going to get a set of stickers. Versid, try Dealer's Den. There we go, that's a bit nicer. We've filled in a couple of these holes. It was Dunbar or something. Oh, okay. Never thought I'd make emotes that would be printed in any way. Well, I really like your art style, so sucks to be you. You're like a proper artist now, Shiny. Okay, good. So that's that half done. Now let's do the other half. Oh, this one's a bit more complicated. I mean, it serves you right for doing fan art, right? You did fan art, and then I saw it, liked it enough, and paid you to do me official art. Which is exactly the, like, thematically, I really like that sort of transition. I think that needs to happen more in the world. But then I also think it's good because someone who does fan art of you, like really, someone who does fan art for you probably understands you and your brand and what you want. So you will have less chance of getting something you don't want. Tiffin, I don't know why I like hearing about old guns. Bang! 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 Hand me one of those clips because magazines haven't been invented yet. Bang! 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 Sorry. I mean, bang, 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 pa-ting, bang, 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 pa-ting, bang, 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 pa-ting. Those sorts of old guns. Last of pizza. Did that help? Did that make you feel more at home? My ears are bleeding. Oh my god, I hate that. I'm sorry. Pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. Boo, 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 boo. Thing about me and art is that I'm very sporadic with what I do. Like I said, I spend a lot of time recently just reading. Yeah, that's fair. I heard that recreation of the M1 Grand thing. Oh, good. I'm glad you knew what it was. I don't know how many rounds go into an M1 clip. I'm pretty sure they are clips in an M1. Okay, that looks good. There's still some monster clay in here. Damn it. Wilhelm Yell, hello! 8 rounds of the M1 clip. Cool. So it would be bang, 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 pa-ting! Bang, 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 bing, 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 bing. Pa-ting! $100 Virgin Mega Variant at once is chaotic. Oh god. I really like there's a channel, I can't remember what it's called. First Adopt All Done, aka Strawberry Otter. Did you post it? Where'd you post it, Otototta? You gonna put it in the marketplace on the on Discord? Ah! I'm stressed now. I'm gonna stop searching at this absurd hour. Oh no. One thing is I'm working on amino because I'm a minor. The thing is I'm working on amino because I'm a minor. I don't know what that means. Oh, I guess. Have you? Don't know if you guys have watched it yet, but someone made SpongeBob into an anime. Oh god. SpongeBob came after my time, so I've never really kind of gelled with SpongeBob as a thing. Tiffin, out of all the bolt action British Leanfield has motor 10 rounds compared to normal 5. Okay. It looks like a full suit. Nice. All right. So, what color should we cast a natural color for these first, or should we do them like blue first? Altitude Nicolavania. I could not believe my eyes when 10,000 sins ran down the back of my neck, and I felt them crawling. I kind of like a natural colour. I mean, I could just do them all pink, right? Okay. How much is an amino coin? Call cyan or something. Okay. It's Doom Megalovania. Nice saturated blue, but not a dark blue. Okay. Might do a poll. Bex! Hey, Bex! That doesn't really do anything, does it? Oh, that one looks... Yeah. Oh, this is better! Atatat! This is what I expected! Bum, 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 bum. Wow. I'm a send version. Oh, Tiffin! They used a toy gun to make the original model of the BFG 9000. Not surprised. you right for doing a genocide run, you monster. I have no sympathy for you. No, this is on a tensor coil. Right, where were we anyway? Well, I'm deaf for a while. No, we're done. Sorry, Stunfox. The annoying thing is that there's a good few really small bubbles in this that wouldn't be there if if the resin we used for this was newer. Because the resin we used for the polyester resin we used for this, the resin we used for this was quite old, so it was so it had very little flow to it. It was very viscous, which is something I didn't know happened when you aged polyester resin. Yeah. The Homestuck version of Megalovania is the best. So, a version of Megalovania that's a giant one-page comic. That's just a wall of text. Tiffin! Join the Yes cult and you won't be harmed. Yes! Which means no, by the way. How many cults do we need? Should capture the otter on Ark, or should I? I'm not sure what they're maybe collecting water. I don't know. Maybe you get poop from them, or maybe they're just cute. Roakinator! Hello! Also, what do you mean, what's their special skill? Do creatures need a special skill to be worthy of love and investment? Because if so, I might be screwed. Kaiser fan, hello! How you doing, Kaiser? It's nice to have you here. A. Hey Hexar, how you doing? A. B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, Q, R, S, V, Q, R, S, Q, R, S, T, U, D, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you give me a living wage. Hexa! 8BB. Dot for Ballista Guffs! Oh, Roa, thanks for the mini hosto, friendo. Tiffin! Did you know they made new a core to get rid of the LMNO? I did not know that. LMNOP. LMNOP. Yeah, which letter is LMNOP? Is LMNOP? Help it! Oh, someone needs to create an angle dragon called LMNOP. James the Proto, hello! Welcome, James. How are you doing? Do you own any fun games with epic music? Yes, I do, Hexa. Crypt of the Necro Dancer is a very fun game with incredible music. Sonic Adventure 1. Good game with a phenomenal soundtrack. Mirror's Edge. Oh, Just Shapes and Beats. Yes, Mirror's Edge. Phenomenal game. One of the best games ever made. One of the best games ever made. Really good soundtrack. Well, I'm a proto now as well. Ah! A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Milk Duds, hello! Doom Eternal. I've not played Doom Eternal. I've not played Doom Eternal yet. I own it, but I haven't got around to playing it yet. Doom 1. Oh! Crunchy! Oh, Shadow-a-Woo! Woo! Shadow-a-Woo! Shadow-a-Woo getting on the leaderboard. Stream it. I can't. My computer's not good enough to stream and play Doom. Shadow-a-Woo! So, Crunchy, congratulations. And Kaiser fan, congratulations on receiving your gifty subs from our forever patron, Shadow-a-Woo. Also, hey, Shadow-a-Woo, how are you doing? Also, we're not doing anything particularly interesting today, and we've got a decent amount of viewership. So, thank you to our new stream team, Wild Abandon. We are now with Wild Abandon, peeps. So we're streaming with Wild Abandon. Or some other thing, I don't know. What was I watching before I started? Oh yeah, Black Klansman. That was awesome. But yeah, so, yeah. At risk of sounding completely, what's a proto? Dwagon! Hey! So a protogen, a protogen is a custom species. That's actually where I found you. I've made it a mission to follow as many people from Wild Abandon that I can find interesting. Cyborg Furry, yeah. So yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's just so the jokes or whatever don't. So let's just go protogen. So a protogen. Here we go. Boop. So a protogen is so this is a protogen, and so is this. They've got visors instead of heads and like cybernetic limbs and such. And that they're a custom species, which is an open version of a closed species called Primogen. Protogen versus Primogen. But because protogens were so popular, but because protogens were so popular, the person who created primogens, because primogens were so popular, the person that created them then did an open species called protogen that anyone could use, but they closely monitor who gets to be a protogen. In a way that I'm not going to do with angle dragons. Here's the new ABCs. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I don't have a drawing yet. Okay, but yeah, so... And, oh yeah, for those who don't know, we have a community custom species that we've been developing ourselves. What are you seriously trying to do? James, give me a second. I'll give you a second. I'll show you. So, for those of you who don't know, we do have a community custom species that was born out of a bad joke of mine. This is Typo, the Dutch angle dragon. They're a character I made, and I will be making a fursuit of them at some point. Hence why you can see above me here there is a donation goal to make this fursuit. Because this fursuit is going to be where's the recent art I put? There we go. This fursuit is going to have basically they're going to look like a low poly model, a low polygon count like holographic model, and the whole idea is the wire mesh on them is all going to be made out of L wire, so there'll be L wire on every join. Hence why it's going to cost a little bit to make. Hence why I've got a donation goal for it, and it's a bit ambitious and blah blah blah. However, people started to ask if they could create custom angle dragons. So Typo is the only Dutch angle dragon. The rest are just angle dragons because I don't want to like step on the recommended me first. Nice last piece. That's because I don't want to like step on like something. So there's a bunch. So people have now created because I uploaded a where is it? But basically, in here there is a base. We've got a free base for you to use. The art's done by the art was done by Antler, the Dutch angel dragon. And yeah, so now people have created a bunch of various species. But soon I'm gonna have a website where you can register your dragon, because the whole idea is they're all holographic creatures. They're persistent holograms that are created by the Computing and Holographic Institute, the Computing and Holographic Interactive Research Project, research partnership. But they built an emitter. So they built this thing called the Computing and Holographic Interface Research Partnership. They created a thing called the research. Yeah, you're correct. They created the chirp emitter, and the first one who tried to use the chirp emitter wrote the name wrong, and instead of producing a angel dragon, produced an angle dragon. That's the joke. And so that angle dragon stole the emitter. Just saying the short version. The short version of the name is the chirp emitter. So then Typo, being the first thing to come out of this thing, they came out, and the whole idea is she hooked it up to a random number generator, so it can create an unlimited number of angle dragons, all who are different. But everyone that's produced will get a serial number to show like where in the process of the emitter you were produced, and that basically gives all angle dragons this kind of like family history almost. So I'm going to create a website for that. But I need to do a bit of Java code for it, and I don't know how to program Java code, so I need to learn how to do some Java for it, and such. So yeah, I've got to. But I promise you, it's on the way, and once that's up, that's up, I will let everyone know that it's up and happening, and you can like register your angle dragons. You'll get a little certificate. You'll get a little certificate with your serial number on it. I mean, partner. No, James. Yeah, James. That is the point. That the whole point is that the acronym spells chirp. That's the joke. The acronym for them spells joke. Spells chirp, because they're based on angel dragons. And yeah, Vespid Cat has the first ever custom angle dragon out of the chirp emitter. So they will get a shorter serial number than most people. I'm a give up, because knowing my tiny brain, I'm not going to get any of this. Oh, okay. No. It's fine. Vespid Cat. Whoops. Wait, are you not a Tau Auxiliary? Sorry, Versid. I'm a give up. No, it's fine. I'm not explaining it well. So, you asked what I'm doing here. So, what I'm doing here is we sculpted some little paws with big beans on them. So we sculpted ourselves this one. This one is an anthropaw, so it looks like it's got 5 fingers and then beans on them. And then here we have a feral paw, which is a lot more like a dog's paw. And then here we have a toonie paw. These are paws that I sculpted myself. I did this all on stream. We started on Monday, and they were sculpted entirely on stream. And the whole idea is, I molded them on Thursday, Friday, and the whole idea is we'll be using these molds to injection silicon mold copies of those paws that we made, and then those paws will come out of the mold, and they'll be nice, squishy, lovely paws that can be used as, like, basically we're making furry themed stress balls. They're furry themed stress balls or like fidget toys, because you'll be able to like fidget with the beans and such. And these are also going to be the first thing I give away after the stickers on my Patreon. So these are going to be a reward for my Patreon. And then eventually I will sell these. I will sell these for probably like 40 quid each, and then like 40 quid or 50 quid to have 2 color one in your Fursona's color or something. So yeah. Sad laugh. I forgot my Discord. Gmail. No. Imagine putting an artist to draw an angel. Imagine putting an artist to draw an. It would take them a while. Yeah. I mean, I paid for. I did pay for the original Angle Dragon to be made, the original Angle Dragon reference sheet to be drawn up, and I didn't expect it to ever go further than just my little throwaway gag. But I'm a big proponent in, like, because every single furry, basically, I don't think it's exaggerating to say, for as many furries as there are active in the community, there are probably custom species. There are probably as many custom species floating around as there are furries in the community. However, why aren't 99% of all fursonas custom species then? It's because very few of them are popular custom species. In fact, you could probably go through all of the popular and big custom species on one hand or two hands. You've got Protogens, Angel Dragons, Dutch Angel Dragons, Manokits, Sergals, Folf, I guess, but that's more of a hybrid. I'm struggling to think of another popular custom species. I guess you could say Primogen, I suppose. Primogen, Protogen, Sergal, Dutch Angel Dragons. But yeah, but like how? Oh, Dragon Lord Vault! Dragon Lord Vault, Vault, Dragon Lord Vault, Vault, Dragon Lord, Dragon Lord, Dragon Lord Vault, Vault. They are our newest follower. It's so good to have them following our channel. Welcome here, Dragon Lord. Dragon Lord's here. Welcome here. Thanks for... Oh, that didn't really work. That was bad. Dragon Lord Vault has just followed. Dragon Lord Vault has just followed. Dragon Lord Vault has just followed. Welcome to the channel. Dragon Lord, they're our brand newest follower here. They're really cool. They might just lurk in the background, but that's cool. They're really cool. Welcome to the channel, best friend. It's cool to have you watching us now. Dragon Lord Vault has just followed. Dragon Lord Vault has just followed. Dragon Lord Vault has just followed. Thank you for the follow. Dragon Lord Vault. Woo! Yeah. James the Proto, bouncing into chat and joining us, being lovely and hanging out, asking nice questions. James the Proto, being cool and hanging with us. It's great to have you here. Welcome to the channel. Please go ahead and ask us any questions you can. It's great to have you here with us. You are James the Proto. Detroit, the Blue Lion. Hello. How are you doing, Detroit? Also, hey Hubson. How are you doing? Oh, see you later, Detroit. Bye. Okay, that was quick. The Wagon XD. Yeah. Great. So we're just filling in air holes which have happened in here. And if I get good castings out of these, tomorrow we're going to do a giveaway to celebrate my joining Wild Abandon and the launching of my Patreon. So tomorrow we're going to be launching my Patreon. If you want to, I was singing. I like to sing to my new followers to welcome them here. I like to create an explosively welcoming environment. That is a really weird phrase. An explosively welcoming environment. Someone needs to put that down in quotes. Also, if you're new here, don't forget, if you're new here and you like my content, but more importantly, if you like the people you're hanging out with in the chat right now, go join our Discord server. It's full of interesting and interested people. I'm glad you're feeling much better. Oh, no. Well, it was Thursday when I was feeling bad, right? Was I feeling bad yesterday? I don't remember. I don't remember. I always feel good when I'm streaming because I love streaming. And I love hanging out with you lot. And I love making. I feel bad every day. No! Hexa! Hexa? I give you permission, Hexa, to go seek help. I give you permission to go seek help. I give you permission to talk to somebody about that fact and try and get yourself help for it. Because January this year, I finally November, December of last year were some of my worst ever mental health experiences for a very long time. My suicidal Kenny the Dragon, hello! My suicidal ideation was beyond anything I had experienced for a while, and I felt genuinely in danger. So I like in December, like halfway through December, I put a request to go and see my GP. And I went to I got an appointment to see my GP in January. I went to her and I said, I know I've been on antidepressants in the past before and they didn't work for me. I would like to try something else. I'd like to try something different. I'd like to try some different antidepressants because I do not feel safe right now. So I have to. Oh, see you later, Ballistic Cuffs. Thank you so much for being here. And so she walked through a bunch of different options for antidepressants because I've been with this GP for a few years now, which is quite good. So we built up a bit of a relationship. Fireball, hello! How did your birthday go? Which is quite good. So we built up a bit of a relationship. So she was going through the list of these antidepressants, going, right. I'd like to give you this one, but we can't get a good supply of it thanks to Brexit. So thank you, racist mob in Britain. I'm not going to give you this one because you're an artist, right? Thank you for rating me yesterday. Oh hell yeah! So I'm not going to give you this one because you're an artist, and as much as this one hurts as much as this one like gets rid of the lows, it also gets rid of the highs, and as a creative type, you probably rely on those. So I'm not giving you this one. This is an older version of one. This is an older version of a drug that has. This is an older version of a drug that we can't get a good supply of because of Brexit, but it works for both depression and anxiety. I'm gonna try on that, but I'm not gonna give you more than a 2-week supply at a time until you get better, because if you take an entire pack of this, it will kill you, and you are a suicide risk. So she got me started on that, and then after a month on it, I'm seeing like a little bit of improvement, but I'm also, more importantly, not seeing side effects. And then so she ups my dose, and I start to feel better. And so I go back to my GP like 2 months later. This is getting into March. I go back to her. I'm like, yeah, I'm actually feeling pretty good. She's like, but are you feeling as good as you could be? And I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm feeling as good as I could be. She's like, okay, so I'm gonna up your dosage once, and this puts you on a slightly high end of a moderate dose. We can still double this dose, but this is a good dose, you realise. Like, okay, so she gives me a month of that, and halfway through that month is when I got back into making fursuits, when I started to get my creative drive back. Towards the end of that month is when I started to stream again. And on this new medication, I have streamed every single day for the last 140 days or something, because these antidepressants, because I went and asked for help, and I'm aware that I am in a privileged position that the second antidepressants I ever tried were an effective method of treating my depression. I am privileged. I'm aware that it takes some people a lot longer, many more tries to get an effective treatment for their depression or the mental health issues. However, I'm also going to sit here and tell you, just because one drug doesn't work, because I had been on a drug for a year beforehand which didn't help me, just because one drug doesn't work doesn't mean none of them will work. And you have my permission to go seek treatment, and you have my example that it works. I get to come here every day with all of the energy I used to have 5 years ago before my depression got really bad. And I get all of it. I get to have this. I get to have my brain back. I get to have my enthusiasm and my love back. You guys are... I get to be here. I have mental health energy. I have cope. I have cope and spoons to spare. So I am here to hold your hands through whatever you're trying to achieve. Because I have the spare mental capacity, and if there's anything I can do to support any of you, I am here for you. Poke your eyes out gaming! Thank you for being here! It's also one of the reasons why I try to be as consistent as I can with my streaming. I stream the exact same time every single day. Half because I have an addictive personality and I form habits really easily, and I find it hard to break them. I find it hard to break bad habits. So that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to keep up with this good habit of streaming and working so much. You can't help me sleep better, so yeah. I mean, I can't. But if you go to your doctor, if you go see your GP or something and open a dialogue, they might be able to start looking into treatment methods for you. That's me. I'm popping in while I got a moment. I missed you all yesterday. Aww. It was a fun Jackbox day yesterday, Poke. It would have been lovely to have you there, but of course, I know what weekends are like for people. But yeah, I'm here as a shining example of the fact that seeking help works. Seeking help is something that you can and should be encouraged to do so, and I want to see everyone who is suffering do so in whatever way they're capable of. And it hurts me to see some people not being able to do so as well, because like I'm aware, like I'm speaking from a place of privilege because treatment-resistant depression exists, and I don't know how you deal with that, but trying and reaching out, because it's so easy to look at how many people have talked about all of the antidepressants they've been on, and how negative people's experiences have been, and think it's not worth trying. But I'm gonna sit here and tell you, it gave me my life back in a way that I didn't think was a thing. It's weird. Woo! Oh yeah, Hexaplays. Have a good sleep. Have a good night. Sleep well, friend. Oh, this is a Just Shapes and Beats track, isn't it? I know you don't need my Tiffin! In the morning when I get my phone, I'll join your Minecraft server. Cool! I haven't been on the Minecraft server in a while now. It's a bit... I need to get back on it. Actually, I need to talk to Mr. Sheen about adding the Patreon role to Minecraft. That should be easy enough. I heard Minecraft. James the Proto! Yeah, we've got a community Minecraft server. It is a reward for Patreon backers and subscribers. Though you can play it just fine with a gift subscription. So, but it's fully up to date. It runs both Java. It's a Java server that you can connect to with the. It's a Java server you can connect to with the console edition or Bedrock edition, whatever it's called. Because our admin is a wizard. Our admin is an actual, literal wizard. You're so excited. Hell yeah. Need more people to play with. Yeah, I know. The server's been a bit quiet lately because I haven't really pushed it, and also like with everything reopening, with certain countries and certain businesses reopening, there's actually a lot of people who were regulars on the server aren't so much any longer. There we go. Right. Okay. Should I sleep? I got no sleep last night. Yes, you should sleep. Versid, I would highly recommend sleeping rather than hanging out with me, as sleeping is much better for your health. Okay. do we try and do ourselves some injection molding? I'm kind of scared, you know. Shiny Angel, are you still there? Shiny Angel, if you're still present, can you put a poll up, please, for different colour options? If you're not, don't worry, I'll do it myself in a sec. Well, actually, Dark Cameron can do it as well, I guess, if they're still around. But any mod. Right, let's... Did I not just plug you in? No, I didn't. I unplugged something. Pink. Yeah, so pink, blue... So, I think like, pink, blue, brown. Stay happy, stay safe, keep smiling your face. Keep them... Stay happy, stay safe, and keep a smile on your face. Keep positive, all my friends, all the ones I think of when I'm not there. I care about everyone here. Versid, we all Versid. I hope I hope I speak for everyone, but I definitely speak for myself. I think the same way of you. Dragon Snare, really? I'm actually particularly bad at. I'm pretty bad at sleeping myself. My partner's a little bit worse. Alright, so I'm just gonna dry these molds out a bit. Because like most things that you put into a mold dislike being around moisture, if that makes sense. Most things that go in molds don't like moisture. Of course, that's quite a broad generalization, but it's fairly true. Okay. As I'm just trying to dry out any of the water that we just used for smoothing out the clay. Oh wait, what did I miss from Poke? Lord, Babe did not rest well last night. Oh no! Oh, actually, it was that my wife's boss's family stayed over the whole day. The ASC was out. They might. Oh my god! Wow. Maxie the Otter! Hello! Welcome back, friend! How's it going? You feeling any better today? I know that might not feel like might feel like a particularly disingenuous question, but I feel I gotta ask it. Right, just shared on Telegram, Discord, Twitter, and Instagram. Oh, nice! If anyone else can, please. Yeah, cool. Yeah, please. Woo! Spotsui! Spots for you. Oh, Spots for you. Oh, that's a good name. Look out! They're here with Spots for you. They have followed us now. It's Spots for you. Welcome. You're really cool. Welcome to the channel now. Welcome. They've got some spots for you. Watch out when they come through. They've got spots for you. Spots for you's hanging out. They're really cool. Welcome to our channel now. Welcome to Spots for you. Welcome You're the coolest person here. You're the coolest person here. Thanks for following us, friend. Ah. I love this so much. Spots for you. Welcome to the channel. How'd you find us, friend? There we go. I sent someone a Discord link and it expired. Anyway, yeah, you got a whole song. In fact, Spots, if I weren't sitting down working on something, I'd have given you a dance number as well. No, but Spots, it is my privilege to have you join us. So of course I'm going to give you a whole ringing endorsement when you get here, because it's my privilege. I am privileged to have you here. To have you here with us, joining us, as we work our way through whatever it is we're doing. And I need to make sure I need to make sure I never forget. I need to make sure. If I am ever not happy to see you, I need to be called out. If it ever sounds like I am taking for granted having viewers, having people come out and hang out with me, you have to call me out. Because that's the day this channel dies. The day that I take for granted my audience. Where's my squeezy thing? God damn it. Where'd the plungers go? Where'd my syringe go? Uh-oh. Have I lost my syringe? Also, she's in a really good mood today. Yeah, I am! I'm in a really good mood a lot of days, though, aren't I? I like to think. Am I? But yeah, if I'm ever in a position where it seems like I'm taking any of you for granted, you gotta slap me for that. So we're gonna put down some mold release. I'm fairly certain this stuff doesn't react negatively to the silicone we're going to put in, because one of the things we're using platinum-based silicone. We're using platinum-based silicone here, which is a well, otherwise known as Platsil, which is a Space Mew. Hello. No, we're using EcoFlex, but Dragon Skin is a type of actually I could use Dragon Skin, because what do I have here? We have Dragon Skin 10. Well, Dragon Skin, which is a medium, which I don't think it's Sure 10 if it's medium, but we have Dragon Skin. We have Dragon Skin Pro. I'm saving this for something special. We have EcoFlex 10, I think. No, EcoFlex 20. And I tend to lurk here. Ah! Well, it's fantastic to have you here. And EcoFlex 30. This is the one we're going to be using, because it should be the toughest of the lot, if that makes sense. Because we want this to have a fair bit of resistance and not seem particularly flaccid. But thankfully, this is Equal Mount A and B. Yeah, it's good to know Space Mum's here. It's good to know our streaming senpai is here. Are we going to be able to see first generation completed PAWS by the end of the stream? Let's have a look, shall we? Drag on. Let's have a look. EcoFlex. What? Space Mew, you've been doing fursuiting and streaming for a lot longer than I have, so you're very much my senpai. I look up to you in your streams. Right, this is EcoFlex 0 to 20. It's got a pot life 45 minutes, a cure time of 4 hours, so probably not. So it's got a cure time of 4 hours, I'm afraid. So we're probably not going to get we're probably not going to see a casting of it today. I'm really sorry about that. Although, if that isn't a reason to follow me on on Instagram and such. I mean, that's not the. I mean, I've worked with this clear epoxy in the past that had a 7-day curing time. A 7-day curing time. And I had a deadline on the project I was using it for. Is the other head worked out? Oh, yes! Oh, so, where'd it go? Oh my god, I'm so messy! Oh, there it is. So yeah, this, 7 days, yeah. I put it on a radiator and got it out of the mold in 5 days. This was the other head. And I am shocked and appalled just how comfy these heads are. These faces are so comfy. Because they mold perfectly to a face with the they mold perfectly to my face anyway. So hopefully anybody with a similar shaped head to me will find these comfortable. So your nose fits in there and it just fits really well. But also, because the foam in the face is quite close to your mouth, when you breathe out, the hot air from your breath goes out the hole rather than into the head. So I think this is actually going to be. I'm just not going to get a fursuit. That's fine. You don't need a fursuit to be a furry. So yeah. So when you breathe out, the hot air is channeled out of the head. And it's so comfy. It is so comfy. Costing into a balaclava with a head form when you're going to put it in the goop. Casting it into a balaclava on the head form. Space Mew. I had not thought of that because here's one that I mounted afterwards. And I'd not actually thought about casting it directly onto the fabric. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, so so I'm not going to put a balaclava of my own on for this because I'm going to use this for my own character. So this isn't going to another customer. If ever I'm putting on heads that are going to other customers, I will put a balaclava on underneath them. But yeah, so this thing. Whoop, come on. There we go. Right. So yeah, this is so comfortable. This is so comfortable. Feels so secure. Doesn't feel massively warm in the same way that Tiffin feels warm the second you put her on. But it's really weird because even though it feels like there's less mouth space and there's less space in the head, my mouth has a much easier direct access to outside. So even though I might sound a little bit more muffled, there's nowhere else for my exhalations to go but out of the head. So whilst I'm wearing it, all of the heat I'm generating with my breath, which is like one of the biggest things that like creates heat accumulation in the fursuit head, as it turns out, is all of that leaves the head. And also these ears are precious. And yeah, it's just foam and I love it. But yeah, Space Mew. That is such a good idea and I love it. Right, where did my, oh god damn it. So I need my syringe. I need my plunger, my syringe. Where's my syringe? Honey, where's my super syringe? So what they were in here because I kept it with all the rest of my, the rest of that type of supplies. Maybe I should have been clever and ordered one ahead of, ordered a new set ahead of time, since I know I'm going to need a load of them for doing these. That would have been smart, but as we have established, I am El Smooth Brain Otto. I'm a smooth brain Ot. We all know I'm a smooth brain Ot, right? Ice Bomb! Hey! I haven't cleaned yet. Yeah, evil plush monster. What's taking you so long to get around and clean my studio for me? God, I'm out here so much and you never come by, and you feel weird. I'm sorry, Maxie. And you're at. I'm out here so much. There it is. I found it. Cool. So, I'm going to quickly do a thing. So, people, this is where you all get some input. Like Johnny 5. So, name colours you would like these paws to be. Name colours you'd like these to come out as. So we've got pink, we've got blue. We've had pink, we've had blue. Oh, green I suppose could be a colour. Green and natural, okay. Okay, people, I would very much like you to vote on the colour of our first batch of paws. These are going to be, if these are successful castings, I'll be giving these first casts away tomorrow as a prize, as a prize and a celebration for our joining Wild Abandon. And also the launch of Patreon and blah, blah, blah. F. Because I have, in fact, let's go here. I have all of these. Can you do neons? No. In future I'll be able to, but right now I can only do plain opaque colors. You know what though, Shiny Angel? You know what? I'm gonna do 3 giveaways. I'm gonna do 3 giveaways on 3 different platforms. Because I'm gonna be producing 3 of them. I will give 1 away on stream, I'll give 1 away on Twitter, and I'll give 1 away somewhere else. Guess whose birthday's in 2 days? Vanilla Ice. It'll be Vanilla Ice. Ice Bomb. Is it Vanilla Ice? So yeah, so those of you who are lamenting that you won't be able to win one of these paws on stream, I'm going to make sure that you have plenty of opportunity to win them on Discord. No, not on Discord, sorry. Maybe on Discord. But I'll think of a third one. I'll think of a third place to do the giveaway. But it's to tie in with the launching of our Patreon, our YouTube channel. Oh, maybe YouTube will win. Right, I'm gonna go pee right now. I'll see you in a bit. How about Patreon or Instagram? Anyway, I need to go pee. I'll be back in a second, everyone. Vote for a colour. Oh, God damn it. Come on, air conditioning hose. Oh, the kitty's sleeping under a hedge.
I break the chains that you pull away. I feel the fear when you look at me. We've had enough.
Maybe next time we order, we can grab one. Anyway, see you in a bit. Love. And oh, it's a spooky. He's such a spooky cat. He likes to lay on the grass. He makes a little nest of long grass that you can see from a while away. But because he's a black cat, he just looks like shadows. Maybe that's why he's so good at catching all those mice. But I like him all the same. Yes, I do. Even when he catches mice in the 3 times in a night, he leaves them disemboweled on the landing. Yes, he does. But he never vomits up in the house, 'cause he's a good cat. All I really want's a spooky, spooky little cat, gnawing my hand. All I really love's a spooky, spooky, tiny black cat of mine. Yes, I really love a spooky, spooky, tiny black cat of mine. Yes, I really love the spooky, spooky, tiny black cat of mine. Blue! We're going blue! Right, hello! Hey! Oh, right, okay. Hey, guys! Are we singing Coming Back and Say... Oh! I always forget the range on this, I forget the range on this damn lapel microphone. Gods. Tiffin, which ball will we be giving away and what platform? Is it subject to the winners agree on? Shiny Angel, it's probably going to come down to a first come, first serve sort of thing. So like the people on stream are probably going to get the first lick. Yeah, so it'll be I don't really know. I'm going to think about it tonight. Probably going to I was singing to Spooky because I was petting Spooky. I'm sorry. I sing to Spooky a lot. That's actually where a lot of my improvisation practice comes from. Is singing to Spooky because I love Spooky. Spooky's a lovely cat. Spooky is an amazing cat. Right, so blue. Right, boop. So I need some white and some blue then. Cannot wait to see the finished paws. Neither can I! Okay, so something I also need to do before we go much further. I need to drill some air holes into these. Where's my drill? Drill, drill. Here, boy, here, boy. Here, boy, here, boy. I love. That's right, Wild Abandon. You're stuck with me now. Ice Bomb! It's your birthday in 2 days. That's awesome. Congratulations, Ice Bomb. You're going to share with us how old you're going to be? Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, Ice Bomb. Yeah, Space Mew. That's one thing I mentioned earlier on the stream that I need to talk to you about that. But yeah, I need to, I told my car to heal once while it was driving after a dog train lesson. Nice. 16. Oh, nice milestone there. Alcohol soon. Right, I want a smaller, do I want a smaller drill bit than that, or is that good enough? that's a 2. Yeah, that's a 2 mil drill bit. Yeah, let's use a 2 mil drill bit. My birthday's in 2 months. Well, mine's in like 5 months. Mine's 5 months. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, mine's in 5 months. Just over 5 months. In fact, mine's in 5 months and oh, mine's ow. God. I got my glove all wrapped around. Anyway, mine is in 5 months. Mine's 5 months, 5 days. D Grey Paul, hey! How are you doing, Grey? Mine's in Feb. Whoa. Right, so actually, was this a smaller one? Which one of these was the smaller one? Okay, well, okay, it was this one. This one's the 2 mil drill, or 2 or 3 mil drill bit. Right. Been working a lot during your streams. Oh, is that a that's why you've not been here, or is that I've gotten a lot done whilst you've been streaming? Whoa! So what I'm doing is I'm creating little channels. I'm creating. In fact, I want to get a. What I'm doing, I'm creating. Fluff. What? Oh yeah. I'm creating little channels for the silicon to escape and push out air as I inject it in. And because I'm using a really small drill bit, it shouldn't create too much of an effect on the finished mold. The place I'm drilling in right now is actually the tips of the claws. And as it flows in, once we see it get to these parts, we can then fill those with some clay so no more can come out, and that will tell us that it is filling up. So one of the big problems we're going to have here, actually, with the quality of these is that, and this is kind of, in fact, you know, do I have a dust mask to hand? Because I should probably wear a dust mask while drilling this stuff. They're all indoors, aren't they? Yeah. Damn it. Oh, whatever. It'll be fine. Anyway, right. So yeah, not only do these have a practical purpose in that they stop air from building up inside the mold. They also act diagnostically to know where the words, Jesus. They act diagnostically to know where the silicon has gotten to in the mold. So we know how high up in the mold it's gotten, which means we know that we can carry on injecting or not. This is going to be fun. I haven't done this in a year or so, since I made Blakey. Gonna wake up my brother and then watch this. He spent the night in my guest room. Ah. Wait, so you've got a guest room? Oh, that's good to know, Plush. Where are you in America? Are you in a place that it's worth visiting? How close to various furry cons are you, Plush? Okay, so yeah, so we can see this goes together really well. There's no movement between the two halves here, which is perfect. But I'm going to do my best to clamp this together as tight as I can. So there's less chance of any of our silicon getting in between the layers. Yeah, you got to come to Cali. I'll show you Hollywood and Malibu. Oh. So is Hollywood in California? I assume Cali means California, right? California is like the other side of the country's version of like Florida, that sort of area, right? On the opposite side, but not a peninsula. Yeah, that's right. I'm flexing my US knowledge. Okay, there we go. Should give us a thing that we can inject into. With all of our like air escapes there. I want to visit Cali. Oh, cool. Right, I'm gonna get another one ready for this, so we can be in a position where if we have any spare, we can put it into here. I don't like opening links on stream. I would love to move to Canada, actually. Like of all the other countries in the world, I think Canada has like a culture that's the least foreign to me. Maybe some of the Scandinavian countries as well. Ooh. Soggy! Hey! I was dating a guy in Canada for a while. He was nice. Ah. Yeah. So I've kind of got a blanket rule that I don't open links from chat because I've got no way of vetting them, if that makes sense. And like there is a chance I could be sent malicious stuff that would autoplay some awful things whilst I'm streaming. And I don't want. Tiffin, please, fingers away from the drilling radius. I mean, have I drilled holes through my fingers yet? But I wasn't a relationship. Oh. I was dating a girl in Canada. Oh. But it wasn't a relationship. Okay. I thought that's what dating meant. Golden stuff. Oh, okay. Shadow Woo, yeah? What's up? Aye, it's a joke. No. Oh, Golden, it's a joke. Yeah, just send it over to me. Send it. How's your life? Really good, thank you, Sagi. We've had a really good few streams, actually, I have to say. Some really good few streams. Is that the? Oh my god, that box of gloves is empty. Damn it. Right. Okay. Okay. K-Girl, hey! Welcome. Well, bum, my expressions here. Yeah. Yikes. Okay. Okay. Whoop whoop. I'm gonna put this away. Then I'm gonna grab a little bit of clay so we can bung up these air holes as we go along. Okay. Okay, we're doing this. Woo! Right, let's shake this up a bit beforehand. We're doing this. We're making silicone. We're making anatomical silicone toys for furries to play with. Non-lewd, non-lewd, not lewd. Cough. Bad beans, bad beans. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? No, lewd. No, no. You've heard of bad dragon. Now we have good otter. Oh, there's no cap in this. Okay, I'm gonna do 50 and 50, I think. No, I'm gonna do 100 and 100. Yeah, 100 and 100 will work. So, when it comes to pigments for resins and silicons, Jack Bye, just okay, Dragon. Yeah, it's just okay. Depression it comes and goes. Yeah, my official diagnosis is cyclic depression. So, it's cyclic depression. Yeah, so when it comes to using pigments for silicone or resins or such, you need to be very, very careful with it because even the tiniest bit will get everywhere. Because the pigment count in it is really, really high, and in fact, also on a similar kind of note, you need to be very careful about the amount you put into the silicone. So, for example, I'm going to be applying this, with the sharp end of a clean sculpting tool. In fact, I should probably actually clean this out, shouldn't I? Where'd the white spirits go? When I see people in a relationship, or when my family gets angry. Oh no. Right. Am I actually entirely out of... Yeah, I'm actually out of lighter fluid, aren't I? Because I would like to clean this up. Is there any light? Did I drop any light through yet? No. Okay. Just gonna get a little bit. I'm just gonna get a little bit of white spirit so I can effectively. No, that's acetone. This one is deionized water. Oh, so where are my white spirits? Oh, they're underneath my chair. You know, perfectly reasonable place to keep white spirits. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of white spirits because I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this and a bit of tissue, and in theory, this should remove any contaminants from the tool I'm using. Because I've got to be careful about this because it's very easy to inhibit the cure of platinum silicon. So I'm going to take a very small dab of this, and hopefully you'll see a very small dab of it. Hopefully you'll see just how strong this is. So yeah, look what it's done to it already. Just that small bit. Admittedly, this is half the amount of silicone that's going in there. Tasty man milk, hello. Admittedly, that's half the amount of silicone that's going in there. So I'm going to do it once more, and then I'm going to add some. And then I'm going to add some white. Cool. Now I'm going to add some white, because the white will help with the translucency and opacity of it. It's hard to explain, but white pigments tend to be very strong pigments, and they also act as a really nice base. So I'm going to do that. And this will lighten it a little bit. In fact, I probably want a little bit more white than this to lighten it a bit better. But also remember, we are going to be adding some more into it. There we go. How's that blue? It's going to be a little bit lighter once it's mixed. Once it's got the it's going to be not lighter, but it's going to be less saturated. It's actually a nice blue. So yeah, so that's 100 of this one. So I'm going to put this over here. Now, let's shake it up a bit. Let's put the other half of this in the white spirit. So I'm going to use this as a mixing tool, which is probably not a good idea, but you know, whatever. It's my life. It's now or never. I ain't going to live forever. So, I would really, these castings will be a lot better if I owned a vacuum chamber and a pressure pot. I don't, however, so we're gonna hope these go okay. Shadow. I'm not a good person to talk to about feeling alone and like desiring a relationship, because that is not a drive I naturally have. Whilst I am in a long-term committed relationship with my partner, I've never gone out of my way to date someone, and he asked me out, so. I'm also not particularly close with my family, so I'm not a good person to talk to about that. I've never had to come out to my family about anything, so I'm not a good person to talk to about that. I have experience, I try to be clear with I try to be very clear with my privileges, because I have a decent amount of privilege as a straight, at least straight passing white woman, middle class white woman. So yeah, Conquered, hello, how are you doing? Because ace isn't a thing, like, at least for women, ace isn't a thing that is persecuted as much as it is persecuted for men. But it's also women are persecuted for being ace in the same way they're persecuted for not wanting children. It's lots of passive aggressive utter crap. And lots of societal expectations that you quote unquote are not living up to. So that's 100 milliliters. So we're going to start off by injecting 100 milliliters. So we're gonna. Oh, look, come on. There we go. We take the bung out. We put this in. We put this in the channel we made for this. And then we're just going to push this in. We're injecting the silicone into our mold now. Okay, we can start seeing. You can start seeing the silicone escaping these holes at the bottom. So we're just going to quickly fill. We're just going to quickly fill these with clay before we carry on. Come on, before we carry on, so we're going to plug them with clay, and then we're going to carry on injecting. And we're keeping an eye on these holes now. Well, this will be a fairly similar process to what happens for Bad Dragon toys. Like fairly similar. I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, this is how Bad Dragon make their things. Trilogy, how are you doing? But this will be familiar to Bad Dragon peeps. In fact, you know what? Let's just pour it straight into here. Just do this, I guess. Whoa, and spill some of it on the table. That's fine. So we did about 200 milliliters of this stuff because, as with a lot of liquids, it's basically 1 gram per milliliter. It's kind of strange how that happens. Oh, hello. We're starting to get some blue coming out of there. Oh, what? Gotta be honest, I feel super lucky to met someone in chat and stream and admit that they haven't made dating easy. They're going to be rubbery. These are going to be rubbery kind of. They're Sagi. Oh crap! Yeah, there we go. There we go. So. These holes here are right at the top of the mold, so we are aware now that we have filled it all the way up. And now I can have a look at here and go, okay, it's about 50 milligrams here. It's about 50. It's a little bit under 50, but we've got a lot of overspill here. So each one of this one will take 150 grams of silicon. And we know that now. So in fact, I'm actually going to write this on the back of this mold, 150 grams. So that's 100, so 1, 5, and I spilt white spirits over my table. That's fine. Just no one create a spark, otherwise I just instantly die. Conquered. As with a lot of different liquids, it is 1 gram per milliliter. So now we're going to put this over here. Not sure if I should name it. No, Sun Cirrus. Feel free. As since we are a makers and crafting channel, I'm not going to feel like threatened by you sharing a gaming channel in here. So yeah, I'm not going to feel threatened by you sharing a gaming channel in here because that's like very different content. If people want to be watching gaming right now rather than watching me, they would be. Because there's a much bigger selection of gaming content out there than there is of making and crafting content out there. So people might feel obliged to be here because we're one of the few making and crafting streams, whereas there's lots of non-makers and crafters that they can be watching. Right, so have you ever 3D printed anything in resin? Yes, I have. I have 6. I've got a bunch of 3D printed 40k miniatures because I'm a terrible person. And I've 3D printed like medals, and I've resin printed a lot of things because I own a resin printer. Though my resin printer's broken at the moment, so I'm currently waiting for a new motherboard for it to arrive because the motherboard died. So we're going to do another 100 and 100. Right. You could make furry paws with the silicon base as the base to hold the fur on. Flocking silicon, so it is physically possible to flock silicon. However, that is an utter nightmare and involves some really expensive glue to get the flock to stick to the silicon. I've had to do it before, and it doesn't. It's not very because one of the big things about silicon is that it's very unreactive. Hence why you get a lot of bio-usable silicons, and also and you make molds out of silicon because not much will stick to it, which is one of its positives. But also because not much will stick to it, it's very hard. I've heard resin printer is pretty toxic. Would you recommend doing them outside, like area and garage? Yes, I would recommend that. We have a separate room we've got a separate room for our 3D printers that keeps it separate from us. But we've found that they're not that bad. I vote we make the next one blue and green. I mean, I've got 50 grams of this stuff, so I'm gonna use that again. I mean, I'm just gonna keep these all the same color. Evil Plush. Right, there we go. I'm saying if you're like making furry gloves, saying you can just hold the fabric in place. Sagi, that would not work. The complexity of the pattern to go over this would not be worth it. That's not to say you couldn't purchase one of these from me and then put fur over it. Like Kate, but for paws. Right, so now... Oh god, which one was this? Was this A or B I just used? 264... 300... Okay, there we go. Right, there we go. So, this wants to be 200. By the way, you won't see me using smooth-on products very often. Because they are ridiculously expensive for what you get. At least in the UK they are. The smooth on it. Raw Night Blue Light! Hey! How's it going? Yeah, but it's not as expensive as it is in the UK. It is very expensive. It's a really premium product. It's really annoying. But it's also one of the troubles is smooth on stuff is very, very reliable. Which is what you're paying for. Smooth on products are good, which is what you're paying for. I use smooth on products if someone else is paying. Otherwise I use Polycraft. Come on. Come on. Get out of there, you little bung. There we go. Cool. Right. Okay. Let me actually. I just need to move this slightly aside so I can see the air hole. Have you heard of aerogel? Yes, I have. Right. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what I should do? I should get this ready for. Something to go through, because if it holds true how much silicone each one of these have used. If each one of these is actually 300 grams, if each one of these is like 300 grams, in theory, since I've made up another 200, that should actually do it entirely, which would be nice. As I say, we won't be able to demold these on this stream, which I'm really sad about, but I do stream every day, so it's not like you're going to get held in suspense. Also, I will be sharing photos and such on Twitter and Instagram and Discord and Patreon. Oh yeah, I've got a Patreon now, guys. Well, soon. Tomorrow I'm going to have a Patreon, which has a opening month My Patreon has a first month reward for backing in the first month, which is stickers. You're gonna get 5 emotes, and 3 copies of the OT emote. So 4 emotes and 3 OTs. I need 1 more clamp. Where have all my clamps gone? Was that one? Probably. Oh, let's not spill that. As technical as all this looks, I cannot make aerogel. I am not in a position to make aerogel. As cool as that would be. Yeah, 1 more clamp. You can never have enough clamps. There's no such thing as enough clamps. There are clamps on my Amazon wish list if you wish to, I mean, it's actually only 45 at the moment for me, so it has been higher today. Right, so I'll start injecting this. So this is 50 grams. Make sure we've got some clay ready for when it starts to cut. It says, for me it says 60. Nice. Yeah. Dark Cameron. This is Wild Abandon for you. This is being part of a team, and I can't wait to get in the Discord server. Yeah, I mentioned the team thing. Yeah, that because I mentioned yesterday that I had like a stream announcement. I was kind of teasing it, and the stream announcement is that I have been accepted into Wild Abandon. Because I am nothing if not a tease. I should probably take a photo of this, shouldn't I? Right. Actually, I bought this batch of boop, right. Be right back. See you in a sec, Sargi. You've heard of Bad Dragon, but have you heard of Good Otter? Once I've got these, I am going to at Bad Dragon with these. Like, you've heard of at Bad Dragon? Have you heard of Good Dragon, a Good Otter? Z Bagby, hello. Is there a brand of clamp you prefer? Yes, Irwin clamps. I love Irwin quick clamps. I own so many of them, and they're on my Amazon wish list. So if anybody wants to buy me an unlimited supply of Irwin clamps, I will be your friend forever. Fireball, welcome back. Uh-oh. Sprung a leak. Okay, that's interesting to know. There's a leak there. So let's hope that doesn't. So yeah, so we've put 50 grams into here. So hopefully now we can put another 100 grams into here, and we'll know that this takes exactly 150. That'd be good to know. Oh no, we put 50 grams in. Oh, I don't know. Where'd the plunger go? Oh, it's there. Cool. I mean, it's hard to notice that people have gone, if that makes sense, because there's no difference from our point of view from someone having gone to someone having just been quiet for a while. Welcome back, Dakota Fur! Oh no, this is going to take a bit. This is going to take a bit more then. Stun Fox, hey. Oh, is there a good Oh yeah. So yeah, Zibaggy. As you'll see, like all of these most of these clamps are Irwin clamps, and its Irwin clamps are real good. I just read outer space is outer space. Conquered. That's because you're a high quality individual. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Space is mine. No! Can we share space? Uh-oh. Okay. One sec. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I can't do the Ottolizer Ottofact right now because Okay, right. I can't do it right now because I've got I have live chemical right now. Yeah, it's literally in the name, isn't it, Conquered? Okay, so this has a leak somewhere on the side, which could be a problem. I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay, there we go. Right now. Carry on. Okay, okay, that's full. That's full. Did you know if you run out of space, you can just carry on going up and there's just more space there? There we go. Okay. Now I want to take this out, flip it over. Red Links, hello! We're doing injection molded silicon today to make toys for furries. Not the sort of toys you're thinking of. Brave, hello! Welcome, Brave. How are you doing? Please don't be up in me. I put these clamps on the wrong way round. Whoops. And what do I mean by the wrong way round? I want the air holes to be facing upwards. I want the air holes to be facing upwards on these, so I have access to them as we're molding. Mr. Jumpy, hello! Any relation to Epic Jump? Anyway, welcome, Mr. Jumpy. How are you doing? Okay, there we go. Let's get you on. Okay, good. Right, inject. So, oh yeah, this is about 50 grams of silicon. Okay, so that has filled out the bottom bits. That's good, that's good. Oop. Nyanka! Oh! Cyclops! Yeah. These are quote-unquote quick clamps. These are very user-friendly, but you find them everywhere. You find them everywhere in mold making and model making, particularly. Model making is the industry that uses these clamps the most, I would say. Right, we're going to do 50 grams more, and I hope that's going to be enough to fill this up. Which will mean that each one of these takes about 150 grams. This looks like a pretty complex experiment. Oh yeah, it is. When I say I'm not like other fursuit makers, When I say I have a broad range of experience beyond what some fursuit makers might have, I'm not kidding. Where did I put the, I didn't put the, no, I didn't put the pigments back, did I? Oh, they're over there, cool, yeah. Uh-oh, this is streaming out of this mold, that's a problem. This one has a big leak in it, that's annoying. Will do, Sagi. One sec. I should definitely have had some water-based silicone on hand, because that's a lot. Water-based silicone is a lot. Water-based, not silicone, sorry. Water-based clay is a lot easier to plug up holes in molds like this, because you can just like get a little bit and just run it down the edge. But I'm super scared about. I'm super scared of like getting contaminants in this silicone. Okay, hope that's going to stop leaking now. Okay, right, we've got 100 grams in there. Add a little bit of blue. Uh-oh. A little bit of blue. And then once I've got all these in, we're going to play ourselves a game of otter facts or a lot of lies. How does that sound? We're going to do that as a little bit of a break between like tasks. Woo! Rexon Wolf! Hey, Rexon Wolf! Rexon Wolf following our channel on Twitch, finding us across the platform. They're joining us today. Rexon Wolf, thanks for joining us today, good friend. How'd you find us and what do you want? How can I make this stream cool? Rexon Wolf, how can I make this stream better for you? Welcome to the channel. How'd you find us? It's so good to have you here. Oh yeah, this is another 100 grams, isn't it? Yeah. So in theory, we've put 50 grams in here. This is another 100 grams-ish. And if I'm lucky, oh God, this one's leaking now. Uh-oh. If I'm lucky, that should mean. If I'm lucky, that should mean that each one of these takes about 150 grams of silicone each, which is like good to know for ordering materials and such, so we can actually keep track of how many materials we need to make how many of these. Because I am looking forward to making these to sell these to you nerds, and I'm also looking forward to maybe tomorrow. Once we demold these tomorrow, what we might end. I found you in my recommendations. Thanks, Twitch. What we might end up doing tomorrow is doing fursona versions of these, where I will paint on a different color for the beans, and then leave that in the mold to set for a while, and then we will do an injection layer of a more specific color. Uh-oh, that wasn't enough. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't want to have to mix up more. Let's try and scrape whatever we can out of here. But yeah, so Rex and Wolf. Usually we make fursuits on the stream and other cosplay things and other things. However, right now we're doing some silicone toys, some silicone like stress toys, some stress balls or fidget toys or whatnot. I'm gonna go in a minute. Oh, okay. See you later. Thanks for dropping by, Fireball. It was wonderful to have you here, friend. So, as with the others, we are filling this up until it hits these two air holes, because that will show that we've. Oh, there we go, perfect. Because these air holes are right at the very top of this mold. Okay, that was exactly 150 grams. That's so good. Oh my God, that's so consistent. That is wonderful. And since this one lost a bunch of material, I'm going to, anything spare, I'm going to put in here. So yeah, anything spare is going into this one because this one leaked a fair bit. So yeah, if you want these, these are going to be the first, these are going to be, we're going to send out a batch of these in September to Patreons who are backing at the $25 mark. However, after that, I am then going to be selling them. I'm going to be selling them to people. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to put them up on Etsy or if I'm going to have my own shop website. Where I don't know if I'm going to develop my own shop website soon. That might come down to what Evil Plush Monster advises. What a more sensible adult advises me to do. 'Cause you know what? I am an adult. I am technically an adult. And by technically, I mean I am an adult. I'm an adult. I'm old. Anyway. Injection molding successful, hopefully. Where'd I put my phone? Then, watashi no keitai denwa wa doko desu ka? You know what? Let's put let's put that in here, and then. I'd recommend making your own website. Cool. I mean, I have an Etsy store that has like 500 five-star feedback on it because I've traded for years. I'm an adult cat. I kind of handle things on my own. Aww. Then make merch. I forgot about merch. Yeah. I should get on the merch thing. Right. You know what? Let's keep on this view because it's cool. How cool is that? Who have you expected to see that? Who have you expected to see injection silicone molding on this channel? You're mature. Oh, see you later, Fireball. So, sci-fi thing. What? What's up, Brave Wolf? I also didn't expect to see I also expected to see a fursuit and eventually an airplane. I also expect to see a fursuit and eventually airplane building on this channel. What kind of airplane do you expect me to build? I mean, I know there are people who have inanimate objects as sonars, but yeah. I need feedback outside the family. Oh, this is a monster cat track. Huh. Nice. I need to check out more of the monster cat licensing stuff. Do you commission fursuit paws? Milk Dud, I will do, but I'm gonna open my commission information at the start of September. If you guys are interested, I want people's... Oh, actually, yeah, guys. I want people's opinions. I would like your opinions. It's like dripping a lot of silicone. Oh crap. Yeah, thank you. I knocked the plug out of that bit. Okay, that's why the level there's gone down. Okay. Right. Let's put the leftovers here in there. Okay, let's hope that's fine. I don't know. Thank you for spotting that. I've kind of overlooked it, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I've just shared a link to my Patreon. I plan on launching the Patreon tomorrow. I like announcing it and doing all of that. If you guys can have a look at it and give me your opinions, I would love to hear them. Because this is going to be another way to support me and the channel and get extra stuff. However, you will notice it talks about how some of the information. It talks about how some of the perks that you get from being a Patreon subscriber, a patron, are also shared with Twitch subscribers. So, in theory, if you're a Twitch subscriber, you are like, there being a patron means you get more things rather than patrons get access to stuff you don't. If that makes sense, because everything get a fursuit head because they're cute. But I'm poor. Oh yeah, I think a fursuit partial or a mini partial, like head, paws, and tail, is one of the best investments. Is a really good investment, because the step up in cost from head, paws, and tails to a full suit. The step up is it's like going from £800 to £2,000 because of the amount of materials required and the extra time to do all of the sewing and tailoring and such. And you need a duct tape dummy and this, that, and the other. But I think mini partials are really good value, because you get basically the same experience. You get basically the same experience, or at least if you have the same experience. If you have a lesser experience, it's not going to be lesser enough. It's not going to be the amount of money different lesser enough. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Am I talking crazy pills? Wow, the back. Oh yeah. It is still dripping, isn't it? Ugh. More bang for your buck. Yeah. It's Okay, yeah, it hasn't all fallen out. In fact, you know what I might do? This might actually work. If I put a stopper in the top, I might be able to create like a vacuum, so air isn't able to enter, so it's less likely to escape. Yeah, I mean, this might sound disingenuous coming from someone that sells them, but I'm of the opinion that partials are really good value, especially for interacting with the Mr. Pumpkin! Are you trapped amongst all the chaos? Mr. Pumpkin, I am the chaos. Ah! So yeah. So we got this head out today. We got this face out today. We've got silicone in all of these molds and silicone all over the table. So I can't actually carry on working right now. Artifacts and a lot of lies! Oh, yes! Oh, I read a really cool thing! The other day. Oh my god, I get to share this. So, utterly true or a lot of lies? Truth, lies. Okay, people. Sea otters. So, right. Sea otters. There was a grant application put forward to study sea otters on the International Space Station. Because sea otters are a purely aquatic mammal, they wanted to see how their behavior would react to being in microgravity. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the funding for it. However, they did bring up sea otters into the parabolic flight the parabolic flight plane. You know, aka the vomit comet, which goes up in a parabola and down, and then all the occupants of it spend like 60 or 90 seconds in free fall, so basically microgravity. And they studied sea otters in this environment, and it turns out, because they thought sea otters would always be able to find their way, would always like rotate onto their back, because they expected they had like basically a magnetic sense of where it's up and down, so they don't get lost underwater. However, sea otters in microgravity will always try and rest with their back facing upwards. So, in microgravity, sea otters are reversed. Isn't that amazing? They'll always try and like lay down with their back facing upwards, which is the opposite direction as like when they'll be floating in the ocean, which means that they orientate themselves by buoyancy, by buoyancy relative to this magnetic sense. So when you take the buoyancy away, they always try and go face down. Is that true? Or is it a lie? Is that true or is it a lie? The poll's up now. TNT Volcanops, how are you doing? Did I just make that up? Or is it something I read, not on Wikipedia, but on an otter otter, oh, what is it? It's an otter aggregation website. Otter news aggregation website, that's the one. I love this so much. It's so cool. Anyway, how are you doing, Road? How are you doing, Road? Also, how are you doing, TNT? It's really cool to have you here. Right, I'm gonna plug up the top bits of these, so in theory there's less opportunity for these to drip out. But as you can see, these drips have already stopped because it's starting to set. And once it starts to set, it's no longer going to pour out. But also, because it's starting to set, that means, in theory, our mixing practices were good, and we haven't, inhibited the cure of the silicon. So we've got our 3 injection silicon molds filled. So tomorrow, if these come out good, I'll be able to do 3 separate giveaways. And I don't know what the platforms I'm going to give away. I'm probably going to do I'm going to do 3 different giveaways. One's going to be on, you know what I might do? Just going back to my church service. So I'm going to do 3 different giveaways. One's going to be on Twitter. One's going to be on Twitter. One's going to be on Twitch, and one's going to be on a as yet unconfirmed platform. So you might not think the top tabs looks very good for me. The opinion outside of family says it looks good, but they're trying to be nice. Okay. Right, okay. So, did anybody check out the Patreon link I linked? I'd love some feedback on that. Also, I'm going to look at Sagi's making thing, I guess. Yeah, making craft. Oh, that's really nice! The staining's a bit uneven on the top, but that might be... Oh, no, okay. Oh, Sagi, what did you do with it? Also, yeah, if people can check out my Patreon, I would love you to have a look at that and see if you like it. If you don't, I've not done a Patreon before. I don't know where it went because I want to just copy and paste the message. Oh, there we go, new Patreon. Yeah. So I would like your feedback. I would like your feedback on this Patreon. Giving me feedback over like Discord would be the most useful. Mr. Sindope, hello! give me feedback. Look at the Patreon link. The tiers look very reasonable. Unfortunately, I need to mind my money. Oh no, this isn't me like. Oh yeah, Patreon nudge nudge. Patreon nudge nudge. No, I'm like. Yeah, I'd really love to see it. Do people think it's good value? Do people think it's worth it? Do people think it's got things? Does it look good? Does it look useful to people? Does it contain the content you would expect from a content creator like myself? Is that a Fennec Fox lemming in the meme channel? Sun serious? Yes, it is. Because I follow r/foxes, and and some very good things get posted on r/foxes. I'll tell you what. Oh. Oh, that's videos. Damn it. Actually, you know what I should do? Yeah, let's,
Do you mean to?
Woo! Crunchy! Thanks, Crunchy! Gold Grace. Oh, how are we doing on this now? We are 42%. Like, oh, nice. Woo! Sunny Sheila! Welcome, Sunny Sheila! How are you doing, friend? You've caught us just as we've finished doing a bunch of injection molded silicone. Let me go. Anyway, Crunchy, how are you doing? Oh. You know what? You know what, people? So, we've done all of our injection silicone for today, and we've covered our table in silicone. So, until that silicone sets, we are not particularly able. We're not particularly able to do any more work in our surface right now. So we're going to wait for this to set. So hopefully it'll set overnight, and I'll clean the table off tomorrow. But right now, I've just scrolled through a bunch of other people in my new stream team to try and find someone doing something artistic. And it seems this person is doing something kind of cool. So, shall we go give them some support, people? Let's go give them a really chunky raid, since we are brand new in Wild Abandon. So let's help the smaller people in Wild Abandon, shall we? Who knows our war cry? Who knows our war cry? They are currently retexturing VR chat avatars, which sounds awesome. How cool does that sound, guys? They're currently retexturing VR chat avatars. So let's go ot at them, say hello from me, and I'll see you all later. Thanks for everyone for being here. Keep an eye out on Instagram and Twitter to see how these molds go. And I'll catch you all later. Bye! I love you all! It's been such a good stream! Ah!
Oh, Armored Brownies, thank you for the raid. I'm gonna go back to scene and sorry about the
turn off the music right now. I'm gonna pause it because it is a little bit loud, and I'm trying to figure